This is pitching 201. First thing you need to understand is that more advanced pitching styles, you can't just set the club up normally. You have to change the shaft angle, so that's what we're going to work on today. I have my TrackMan set up. We've got about a 52-yard target out here in the center. Got my alignment stick all set up, so I'm ready to go on my target. First thing I'm going to do is hit the low shot, which is a standard 50-yard pitch. This is what it looks like. Notice a slight forward shaft lean, and the ball is positioned fairly back in my stance. I've got all my weight on my left side, and again, we just rock our shoulders, guys. Simple stuff. Just a quick review. As you can see, came out pretty low, landed just inside the left edge of the bunker, went 56 yards. I am on a slight downhill slope here, so I'll have to adjust on the next shot for that. So, what do we do when we want to hit it a little higher? Well, the way I like to do it is I like to take my forward shaft lean, my standard ball position, and I like to move the shaft into a neutral position and slightly open my stance. Notice, the ball position hasn't really changed. All I've done is allowed myself a flatter or a more upright swing plane. Let's see what that looks like. Comes out much higher, much softer. Landed just in the front edge of the bunker. So 51 yards, that would be definitely inside 10 feet. But let's say we've got a pin that's really far back. Sorry, really far forward, and it's tucked behind a bunker. So for a shot like that, we have to go very high. So now we're going to take a backward shaft lean. Notice my stance opens up even more. It also widens slightly because we're going to take a pretty full swing here. We keep the weight on the left side, nothing else changes. Comes out super high. That is going to be a little short, but I didn't hit it great. And it goes 48 yards. So, you know, we're taking a little more risk there because it is a much more difficult margin of error to cover, but we should be pretty close. And then finally, what happens if there's a back left pin and you've got to cover a ridge? Well, now we're going to do the reverse of that. Instead of going backwards, we're going to go forwards and we're going to slightly close our stance. This will promote a slight draw. It'll come in very low. It'll hop twice and then check. Should look a little something like this. Perfect. So landed right over the top of the pin. Exactly. 50 yards, 2 hops, stop. No problem.